All right, fashion dolls, we're back. Let me go on ahead and put this link in here. Give me one. All right, welcome back, Fraternal. There we go. I just got off the phone with him. Y'all, let me know if it's an echo. Let me know if it's an echo. He is coming. I just got off with him. Y'all let me know if it's an echo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest is here. This is Son of Soul, who is the brother of Island. I was about to say Island Yankee. Urban Mystique. See what you do to me?
What's going on? My bad, my bad.
You're good. Good afternoon. Good
Mm,
evening. How
My,
are you?
oh man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. How about you?
I'm doing excellent. Welcome to Style by Stevie. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. We've been waiting to do this interview for the longest, and he's here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Son of Soul, who is the brother of Urban Mystique, and I had your brother on my show. So seems like music runs in the family. So tell us a little bit about how you got your start in music.
Oh, I mean, when it come to urban, man, we something like brothers, but we ain't like blood brothers. You know what I'm saying? Um, I get I got my start just by just kind of following certain artists. You know, when it came to the Calvin Richardsons and the Urban Mystics and Genuine Boys to Men and different things like this. So I wanted to, make a difference just like they did. Um, and it's just it was a feeling that I got when they were singing. So I wanted to, kind of keep that same exact feeling going. You know what I'm saying?
And you did because you collaborated with Urban on a song which I've been playing
Right,
in my stories. You Ain't Ready for Love. I was bumping in the beginning before we got on,
right.
and I absolutely love the song. So, how did the collaboration, how did you two even come together for this song? Because I love it so much.
I mean, me and him did a song with Calvin Richardson together, like years back. Like all of us, it was me, him, and Glenn Jones. All of us did a song for the Haiti when Haiti had that tragedy happen out there, and so I had the song come to my head, and the beat reminded me of what that song. What are the odds of me bumping? So I was like, this beat might be, what I'm saying, in that kind of flavor. So I mean, I reached out to him, and man, he reached back, and man, the rest is a blessing.
So, what is the songwriting process like for you?
I have to feel the beat, you know what I'm saying? But I also, while feeling the beat, I also want to be able to put a message out there no matter what it is. I just can't, put anything out there unless I know that you're gonna be able to understand it, or you either been through it or you know somebody going through it. So, I call it relatable music.
Absolutely. And when it comes to this category of music, art, neo soul and R&B music, you fall right there in between. And
Okay.
there's so many artists out here, so many new up and coming artists. And what surprised me about you is that you just when you posted that live of you and was it Sean Stockman and Wanye from Boys to Men,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
blew me away. Absolutely. I'm just like,
Man, I
wow.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So, what was it like meeting your idols?
It was. I mean, you definitely get nervous, but also, it was a blessing, man. And to me, when I meet somebody that I look up to, it makes me sing harder. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes me just come like like KC, singing out of a, when he just showing out. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me want to show out when I meet them, but also control my vocals at the same time to where I ain't overdoing too much. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a blessing. It was a blessing.
Absolutely. And what advice would you give to up and coming singers? Because there's so many artists out here, like the Scissors and the Hers, and
Right.
so many new up and coming underground artists who out here, just singing, and they are very passionate about their craft and the songwriting process. What advice would you give to them?
Don't change. Don't try to fit in, because that's why God made us all different. We all have a different gift. So whatever don't sound right to 10 other people, as long as it sounds right to you, trust me, you're gonna find 20 other people that's gonna love that sound. You just have to stay down. What's going on, Cooley? But yeah, that's what I would say. Don't change your sound just to fit in. Keep it going, because eventually your flavor will be in style here soon. It's just all about timing and patience.
Absolutely. 100%. Originality is key in the music industry. And
Yeah.
owning your masters and so many other things, that's a whole different conversation. But we're now in a day and age where it's like the year of the black woman. And for us, it has definitely been the year of the black woman because it's been so much that is going on from Megan Stallion to Breonna Taylor. And
Right.
I ask all my male R&B artists this when they come on my platform, just to see, because it's always good as a woman for me to hear the opinion of a man. Like, what three words would you use to describe black women? What words would you use to describe us?
Misunderstood. Um, Patient and love.
And R&B music, it does something to us. In a way, it doesn't degrade us or put us down like some hip hop artists do in their lyrics. But I say this all the time: women want to be catered to. We want to be
Right.
catered to. We don't want to be degraded or put down. And
Right.
that's what you guys do in your music. You and Urban Mystique and all the other male artists out here. You cater to us. And then I feel as though this was going to be my next question for you. R&B music has definitely shifted from back then to now. Like everything is so, how can I say it, when it comes to sexuality? You know where I'm going with
Right.
this? It's so forward. It's in your face. Whereas
Right.
like H Town, and I did an interview with 112. I asked them the same question. Shout outs to Mike and Slim. I said that the climate of R&B music has definitely changed. Like it's
Right.
not so in your face and direct. Like girl,
It's
get on the bed. Let me da 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 da. Like things like that.
it's more porn music, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? It's straightforward. Ain't no rubbing, ain't no, no slowly touching, no candlelights. It's just all right, wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and that's what it is. It's sad, but that's definitely what it is.
But some women are used to that, son of soul. Some women are used to that, but for me, I'm 27, and maybe when I was like maybe around 19, 18, a little hot little wild thing.
Right,
But now it's just like you just want to be chilled and relaxed. And I love what Cooley High just said, which is why I'm still chilling in the 90s. That was a great era of music because you had
right,
so many boy bands and male artists out here like the Genuines and the Tanks and the
right.
Joes. And it's just so many. Like this was such a great era of music. If you could go back to any era of music in time, what era would you go back to?
Hey, I mean, you pretty much summed it up, and because that's what made me, fall in love with music. You know what I'm saying? Was the '90s, because you had multiple different singers, what I'm saying, multiple
Oh
different
yeah.
music. You had a message here, you had a sex song here. We had choices back then. But the good part about it is that you could feel the music. It was that type of music where you just play it over and over, and you get like to the point where you even play the instrumental, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how, I mean, that's that feeling, man. But nowadays it's watered down, you know what I'm saying? And it's disrespectful to me, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel.
And you know what? I so agree with you on that 100% because it is completely different. Like back in the day, we could go and purchase the little cassette tapes,
Right,
and
right,
I'm old fashioned. I still have my CDs. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. But nowadays it's like the streaming services like Spotify and so many other streaming platforms. And I've heard artists complain, black artists like R&B and hip hop artists that I've interviewed complain about Spotify, just not giving them their shine. And my thing is this: give every artist out here their just due, because there's so many of them that are extremely talented that just want their shine, that just want their just due. And I can name so many artists who are icons who I feel as though are overrated and never got their just due. And I'm
Right,
gonna go all the way, way back when, to like the '80s and the '70s, and that would be Phyllis Hyman. Phyllis Hyman
right,
is one of my favorites. She never got her just due. Regina Bell is another one. She's never got her just due. But the ones that did get their just due are the Aretha Franklins and the Princes and the Michael Jacksons. Like,
right,
those are the ones that really got their just due. But
right,
the people like Phyllis Hyman, I felt like she was a little underrated. She never got it.
right,
So, how do you feel about the current state of R&B music? Like you said, you feel as though it's watered down a little.
right. Um, I feel I feel that it's changing. I feel that what's been overlooked is being missed. You know what I'm saying? Like, because none of the music today really have, I ain't knocking them, but they don't really have that
Yes.
that it factor, as what most people say. It don't grab you. It don't make you say, you know what, man, I'm finna play this. I don't see majority of these songs being played when most of you women are cleaning, you know what I'm saying, cleaning the house, or you know, but that's just how I feel about it. Like, it's about to come back around. But this time, the artists, I think most of this generation need to accept that all of us are gifted, and we need to really come together and not hate on each other, because most people get intimidated by other people that have a gift. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is.
And that's nothing but the truth. It's only because they're not making love to our minds anymore in the
Right.
music. Girl, spot on. And let me tell you, Perfect Melody, I agree with that 100%, because it's just like men in R&B, some of them, they're very direct about what they want. And I'm just like, ooh, you moving a little bit too fast. Like,
Right.
tell me what
Right.
you really, like, are
Right.
you like this in real life? Like, do you date women like this? Is it just like that for us? Like,
Right.
no, you want, when we're going on a date, we wanna experience the whole thing. And
Right.
what I mean by that is it's slow, step by step by step, not just wham bam like
Right.
Son of Soul just said, and take off
Right.
the clothes and it's done.
Right.
Like, no, like, take your time, be patient. Like, we just had the verses of Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers.
Right.
That's real music right there. That
Right.
is
Right.
definitely real music.
Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Just smooth.
Yes,
Like, it's just, it's a feeling, man. We got to get back. Men, as men, a lot of these young guys, and I call them young men, they have to get back to being patient. The music is not giving them patience at all. It's like, everybody want it quick and fast, but the R&B, if we get back to that patient music, that, hey, bro, step one, this is what you do. Step two, this is what you do. A lot of these guys is listening to that drunk uncle, and not their father, so that's how it go.
absolutely. Like Ron Isley, it's something about him and people like Freddie Jackson
Right.
and Luther Vandross. It's something about them. Like, they knew how to cater to women in their music. But now, fast forward. Now, I love Genuine. I'm not. I love Genuine, but when we got to that era, it still was still, leaving a little to the imagination and not so
Right.
direct as a Chris Brown or let's see, Tank or Trey Songz, where it's very direct in their music about what they want to do with a
Right.
woman. You know.
Right. Right. You right. You right. Yeah.
So if you could do a collaboration with any artist, who would that be?
How many choices
Many as you want.
definitely, man, like, I would definitely say Wanye from Boys to Men. I would definitely say Casey from Jodeci. Um Genuine. Tank, and Anthony Hamilton, definitely. You know what I'm saying? And it's a list, man. Like John
Uh,
B. Definitely want to do something with John B. Uh, he's locked up right now, but R. Kelly, you know, the Isley Brothers definitely, you know what I'm saying. But it's like I can keep talking, so those are my choices right now.
Cooley High says, "Hey, yes, like that would be different with you and Ron Isley. Like the Isley
Right?
brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire and the OJ's, like they just and the Levert brothers, they had something.
Yeah, it was
I don't know what
smooth,
it is.
man.
It's
Like
just
I feel like I could get with that vibe, man. Like that's tough. That's a tough vibe right there.
when this music, because my father grew up in this era of music. He put me on to Motown and the Isley Brothers and the OJ's and Earth, Wind and Fire, music like that. Because I was born in the '90s. I was a '90s baby, so all I knew was the Marys and the Tonys and the
Right.
he'll be on the show next week. Tony Terry
Oh
and
yeah, that was
112.
a bad
Yeah.
boy there too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the era of music that I grew into. And of course, like you mentioned, the most controversial R. Kelly. But that's the
Right.
era I grew up in. But he said, wait. You're going to talk about music. Let's talk about Aretha. Let's talk about,
Right.
Motown, the
Bobby
Supremes, Smokey
Bobby
Robinson.
Womack, Johnny Taylor,
Yeah.
those, yeah. That's what I came up on too.
And it's just like this music is in a way it's coming back. Like you have certain artists like you mentioned Anthony Hamilton who kind of replicate some of these artists back in the '70s, like the Isley Brothers. Like they just have this soulful vibe about them, and
Right.
that's what I love so much. Like it's something powerful. I just can't put my finger on it when it comes to this category of music, neo soul. And
Right.
one of my interviews I did with Cherokee. Cherokee is an artist. She's a neo soul artist, and she's been compared a lot to Jill Scott and Melanie Fiona and so many of these artists out here in this category of music. And
Okay.
she said it definitely has lost its touch. Like it's
Right.
definitely not the same. And you can't put your finger on it because it's something in this music. Like the sound,
Right.
the lyrical content, everything. Neo soul music does something to your soul
Right.
altogether.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So my next question for you is, where do you see yourself with your music career in the next few years?
Next few years, I see myself doing more of it, interviews like this. Um, I see myself being a household name farther than just changing people's thoughts on how you feel right now. Like this won't even be a conversation. It would be more like, man, have you heard that new song? And it'd be multiple different artists that actually brings back that feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be that person that bring back that feeling and kind of open that door back up. That's I'm speaking that existence right now.
Manifestation, come on. And I'm
Right,
all about manifestation and see the audience is feeding off of both of our energy. Like it's something about R&B music that gets people in a good mood and in spirits. Because earlier I was so stressed out, I was just like, Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And it was a career move that I made that I really didn't want to have to make, but God made it best, and it worked
right,
out all for the best. But when I put on some Jill Scott or Tony Braxton or any of these artists out here, it just like music changes the atmosphere. It changes
right,
your
right,
your
right.
mood. When you wake up in the morning, first thing, what do? Or you going to work, you turn on the radio in your car, and it just enhances your mood. Like
Yeah, I agree.
music is therapy. And a
I
lot of
truly agree.
people, yeah, it does something to your soul. It does something to your spirit. It does something to your energy, your mood. It makes you happy. And
Right.
there's so many ways to describe it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So yes, I said a mouthful, y'all. But if you guys have any questions, y'all know what to do. Type them in the comments, and I will be going through and I'll be reading some of you guys' comments. You can put them in the question bubble below, whatever works for you. So my next question for you is, if you could open a show for any artist that has passed on, long gone, or still here living in the present, who would that be?
Bobby Womack.
Mm,
definitely. And man, Sam Cooke, I gotta say Sam Cooke too. Like that's just, I mean, yeah, off top.
It's something about Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye, and Bobby Womack. Like they had something in their music
Right.
that just gave you goosebumps.
Yeah.
Even the late Whitney Houston had that effect on people as well too. Like Whitney, just when she went and she opened an arena and she did a concert, she had that effect on
That
people,
what they
and
say, that
so did Marvin
anointing.
Gaye and Bobby. Yeah. Oh, we got a question. What can we expect from your performance tomorrow?
I ain't finna play with Cooley today. Emotion, and re- relatable. You'll be able to relate for my performance tomorrow with the Wanye show. Um, I'm gonna tap into a part of myself that I haven't tapped into in a long time, but definitely can expect that feeling that we're talking about that we miss in R&B. Expect that tomorrow. I'll just tell you
Another question from your friend Cooley. He says, "What
that.
is the R&B scene like in your city?"
What is the R&B scene? It's sad. There's just me, and everybody else is rapping, and no knock to them, but they don't support. They don't support like this small town, but I don't stop me though. You know how that go.
No, because look at you now. You when I seen that with you and Wanye and Sean Stockman from Boys to Men, and you were up there singing your heart out to these guys. Like these are guys who have been in the game for a long
Right,
time. And for you to get up here and give your all, and even me being in South Carolina, supporting you down here, and my fashion doll supporting you as well, that's all you need. If they don't
right.
support you, keep it moving and you keep it pushing. And there's so many artists out here who have, said something like, people don't support my dream, they don't support my vision. I think it was one of the girls from Escape who said something about it. I think it was Tamika or one of them when they did the unsung interview,
Yeah,
and they were just like, first my family didn't support my vision, but now when they started seeing me on TV, they started seeing the performances and everything started rolling in, they came
right.
along.
That's how
Yeah.
it go though. Sometimes that's how God make it though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around you ain't meant to always support you. It's meant to, meet other people on this journey of life. And then that's how God connects us and touch other people. And because if you were able to touch everybody around you, you wouldn't be able to reach everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I truly believe that.
And I do too. It's the vessel. It's what you put out there in the universe. What you put out there in the universe is for you, and don't let nobody take that from you. Oh,
But
my girl, True Cards. Make sure y'all go and support all Black women-owned businesses. You see, we got it pinned down here below. Mother's Day is coming up. Make sure y'all get your mom something special. Get her a Mother's Day card and get her something spicy, if you know what I mean. Y'all see that bedroom candy down there? All right. But she said, "King, you are very humble and have a motivated spirit, and you go far and you'll be successful. Keep pushing and keep
all right,
moving."
God
So
bless to you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that for real.
100%. And that's what it's all about, following your heart's passions and desires. So, what are three goals that you wish to accomplish by the end of 2021, going into the next year, the next decade? Because I see your career exceeding all expectations.
So what are three goals, right?
Hmm.
Raise my credit score. That's one. Two, make sure I'm able to, while I'm raising my credit score, I can actually get a house. You know what I'm saying? And I own a house for my daughter. So God forbid something happened to me, I have something to leave to them and not just rent. You know what I'm saying? A debt. So that's two. Um, Three is just be able to continue to keep touching people's lives, man, and making a difference. With my music, man, and even with my words, because not everything on wax is gonna be a blessing. So I just try to make sure my life lines up with what I'm singing about and what I'm talking about. Because one of the worst things is to be able to sing about something you're doing the complete opposite behind the scenes. So nah, but those are my three right there.
And I love what you said. You said your daughter, which is leaving your legacy, and there's so many artists that have long. Y'all already know where I'm going with this. DMX.
Right,
We
right.
lost someone who has been very pivotal to the hip hop music scene, and I know a lot of you guys. I took it even hard because he has just been out here so supportive of everybody in the music game, showing up to their concerts, doing all of these things. Like he was a person. Shout outs to Maurice Lochner. I remember
Oh
seeing him
yeah. Shout out to
in
Big
Tyler
Bro.
Perry's
Yeah,
joint.
that's my twin right there. They say we look alike. So I was shout out to
It
Big
is such
Bro.
an honor. Yes. That he's here, he's watching. But yes, we're talking about DMX, the life and legacy that you leave behind, and
Right,
so many artists that we've lost. Like you've mentioned, Bobby Womack, we've lost Marvin Gaye, we lost Whitney Houston, we lost Prince, we lost Michael Jackson, we lost Tina Marie. Like so many of the greats in the music world
right.
we've lost, and it's just like some legends are still here, like the Patti LaBelle's and the Smokey Robinsons, and who else is still living? Who else is still here? It's so many of them. Ron Isley and the Isley brothers and
Yeah.
Diana Ross.
Ron
Yeah.
Isley with the new beard. I see him. I see him.
Hmm.
Man, yeah, definitely.
All right, perfect melody. We got a comment. She says, "Hey, great goals. I can help you with credit, real estate, and the generational wealth part." Yes, and ooh, that's another thing. When it comes to music artists, I'm gonna put this out here because I'm pretty sure that Real Son of Soul is gonna probably make a video about it. Gladys Knight, yes, she's still living as well too. And own your masters. I've heard so many
Right.
music artists out here talk about owning their masters. That is so important. Even Prince, who is no longer here, God bless his soul, music icon, has a catalog of music that
Yeah.
you have no access to. Like, but he's
Yeah.
releasing an album next year. So that just goes to show you he already had things plans in motion when
Hmm.
it comes to own your masters. That's something that is real. Make sure your songwriting credits, all of these things and more, make sure that you own it. Even T-Boz from TLC, after what the girls in that group went through, they spoke about owning your masters.
Right.
So how important is that to you? Because I know you've written songs and
Uh,
you want all the credit for it.
I mean, definitely isn't. That's the first thing. I mean, the blessing part for us was able to see what they went through to know what to do, and I mean that's masters to me is long term. You know what I'm saying? Like every time that
Oh
record is
yeah.
played or somebody wants to use that record, they have to come directly to you, not to anybody that sponsored it or anything like that. So it's you don't want everybody hands in the pot, man, when it comes to taking care of your family. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely important.
And you mentioned family. I could tell you're a family man. How important is family to you? Because I see so many artists out here, they get alienated by the music industry. They forget their family members. And my thing is this: with Mother's Day coming up, your mother will always, you only get one mother. So that's my
Right,
advice to people out here who are just coming up into the music industry and making it even bigger and bigger and bigger, is that family will always be there.
right,
Blood is thicker than water. So you
right.
can't erase that.
Man, very important. Family is more important to me than money. Than anything. That's because, like I said, I was raised in Ripley, Tennessee. So all I had, all my friends was cousins. Like I didn't have friends. You know what I'm saying? That was like wasn't blood until I moved. You know what I'm saying, out of the South or whatever. But yeah, it's very important. I show my daughters what they need to know, and just try to stay humble, man, and teach them, what a man is, and realize that, we're gonna make mistakes, but it's what you do after the mistake.
Now, here comes the big question because you mentioned your daughters. Now, when one of them comes up to you when they hit their teenage age and they say, "Daddy, I want to become a singer," what would you do?
I mean, I'm gonna support whatever my daughter want to do. I mean, you know what I'm saying, and I've witnessed what women go through in the industry to where it's so many um, sharks, so many horny toads try to sleep with you and to make you do certain things to feed you a dream when all the time they ain't even got the food in the plate. I've seen it, man, and I'm a supporter, but I'm also give her the game too. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what she ever wanted to do.
Because it's sometimes the other way around. I remember, was it Brandy? Brandy said in the interview, she was doing an interview, it was her and her mom, and they were on Arsenio Hall. That's the show they were doing an interview on. And he asked her, he said, would you get your daughter into the music? And she said, oh no, I don't want my daughter in that. Then lo and behold, her daughter drops a single. She did a cover to Aaliyah's song. So it's the complete opposite. It changed just that
Yeah,
fast. Like some people, some mothers out here who are singers who are in the industry, and it's like, I'm a woman, I know how this goes. I don't want you in there. I don't want to expose you to that. But then it
yeah,
changes. They become 18. They might be want to be the next Kiki Palmer or the next SZA or the next her or any other female artist that is out here singing currently.
what
But
I've learned is that kids do what you do, not what you say. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
whatever they see you doing, you got to look at it too. Like they look up to you. You they idol, so they're gonna want to do what you don't want them to do. It's just that's just what I've learned about it.
And parents, support your child's dream. If you see that this is something that your
Right,
child wants to do, support their dream. But more importantly, to my young people out here, stay in school. Please
right.
get an education. That is important because
And keep
there's
logging on
programs
in
out here.
Zoom.
Yes,
Right,
there's programs out here that can help you, like that you can watch, and there's books that you can read. But your voice will go out,
right.
but this will never go out of style. So make sure you get that knowledge first.
Facts.
That's very, very important. Just thought I would put that out there as well. But my last question for you is, what's some of the best advice that someone has given you?
Mm. Some of the best advice. My grandmother, my father. Um, you can't see the forest because of the trees. That was some of
I
the
heard that
best.
one.
You know, oh man, that right there hit different when you get older and you like can't see the forest because of the trees. And you start looking like, and then it's you're smelling yourself a little bit too much, son. You gotta fall back. So yeah, that was some of the best that sticks with me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Y'all, please listen to your moms out here because you only get one. And with this thing going on, this pandemic, so many people have lost their moms, and Mother's Day will be here before you know it. So please cherish each day that they are still here on the face of this earth. Like, love on them. And I want
Right,
everybody to love on one another because family, when it comes to family, blood will always be there. Friends come and go, but blood is thicker than water. So
right,
remember that.
right.
Any
Most definitely.
questions, Fashion Dolls, for Son of Soul before we wrap up? Because this was such an amazing conversation that finally happened now.
Man, I know, right? It's been I've definitely been waiting.
All of this time, it has finally happened, ladies and gentlemen. So, what piece of advice would you give to your followers and your supporters out there who come through? Shout outs to Cooley and Maurice Lochner and everybody else that came through to just my platform to see y'all's fave, Son of Soul. So, what advice would you give to your supporters out
Man, just keep living, man. Like don't let nobody shake you. You know what I'm saying?
there?
Nobody let nobody take your day. I was always told that it ain't how the day starts, it's how you end it. So man, however it starts off, man, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Just find joy. Find joy no matter where you can. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. And I'm gonna tell you something I've learned that I'm I'm 36, so it took me to get 36 for me to actually pray for my enemies, for somebody that I don't care for. Like that's hard for me, and I'm learning that. And when I did that, it actually made me feel a little different. Certain blessings start coming differently. So definitely try to try that as well. So
Listen, it someone else, and I said this yesterday on my show, on an interview that I did. I said, wishing bad on somebody else's success is not going to get you nowhere. By you
Right.
being bitter, the best thing for you to do is pray. Like, and I love that you said that because retaliating or trying to get revenge, what is it going to solve? You
No,
know,
nothing. They
let
ain't
your
gonna do nothing but
success speak for itself.
right. It's gonna do nothing but hinder you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to get all the blessing you can get, baby. The way this thing going, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what I would do for real.
Yes, and it's people out there who just prey on your downfall. Even me on my platform, I've experienced that. And I say, you know what? God bless you. I'm not even going to give you
Right,
the energy. I'm just going to continue to keep elevating and inspiring people all over the world and just educating them on what they love, which is music. And
right,
they come to my platform and they go to other platforms
right.
for that. Following and supporting you, King. I'm rooting for you. Amazing live, Miss Stevie. Thank you. Thank
Appreciate
you,
it,
girl. And I see my girlfriend in the audience, Felicia. Shout outs to her. Definitely. Shout outs to my girls, True Cards and Felicia. Like, these are my friends. So definitely go and follow these
man.
ladies.
Off top, man. Definitely, I get you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't have any more questions or concerns, tell everyone where they can follow you and where they can stream this song that I love so much. You ain't ready for love.
Man, I appreciate it. Well, definitely you can follow me, Real Son of Soul underscore on Instagram. You can, search me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Son of Soul. Look your boy up. The song you can find that on all the platforms. Put in "You Ain't Ready for Love" by Son of Soul and Urban Mystic, and also too find me tomorrow singing on the One Year Wednesday show. So make sure you do that. You know what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
would
So
definitely be there. I would definitely be there.
yeah, it's gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be off the chain, and you'll get to see me, cry because I'm gonna share some tears tomorrow. So
Oh,
yeah,
all right,
it's gonna be
all
emotional
right,
performance. So I get
all right. Might have to take my lashes off for that one. If you go,
you,
okay,
man.
you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Style by Stevie Talk Show. I love you all, y'all. Please be safe. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Y'all take care. Tomorrow, the one, the only Queen of the Catwalk. She's walked the runways of Mugler, Chanel, and Isadine Alaya. Connie Fleming will be in the building tomorrow at 3 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. I love you all. Take care. Voice of Vic, who I just booked for next month, will be here for What a Man Week in May. And we might have to bring Real Son of Soul back for What a Man Week because y'all know I love my brothers. So I'm
Man, we
doing this for the
guess
black men out here. It's all of these amazingly talented brothers all throughout the weeks of May. So stay tuned because we have some more amazing black men coming up soon. And I will see you guys later. Y'all take care and y'all be safe. And I love y'all.
it's definitely.
You too.